Traditional network security groups allow administrators to filter network traffic using IP addresses and ports, but managing hundreds of virtual machines based on IP addresses quickly becomes difficult. This is where application security groups simplify network security. Instead of writing security rules based on IP addresses, application security groups let you organize virtual machines into logical groups based on their application rules, making security management easier, cleaner, and more scalable. In this video, we will learn how to create and manage an application security group using the Azure portal. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. Imagine an organization hosting dozens of web servers, application servers, and database servers. Every time a new virtual machine is deployed or an IP address changes, administrators who need to update multiple ASG rules. This approach doesn't scale well and increases the risk of configuration errors. Application security groups solve this problem by allowing you to organize virtual machines into logical groups based on their application rule. Instead of creating security rules for IP addresses, you create rules that reference application groups such as web servers, application servers, or database servers. For example, instead of saying allow traffic from 10.0.1.4 to 10.0.2.4 on port 1433, you can simply say allow traffic from web servers ASG to database servers ASG on port 1433. Azure automatically manages the IP mapping behind the scene. First, let me explain the lab setup we will be using in this video. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. In the Azure portal search bar, type virtual network. Select virtual networks from the search results. This page displays all virtual networks in your subscription. I have created one virtual network with two subnets. Click the VNet 01 virtual network to open it. Expand settings and then click subnets. As you can see, we have two subnets. Web subnet is for the web server VMs and DB subnet is for the database server VMs. We have also created two network security groups, one for each subnet. Web subnet is associated with web NSG and DB subnet is associated with DB NSG. Under virtual network, click on network security groups. Verify that both network security groups are available. Both NSGs currently contain only the default rules and we haven't added any custom rules yet. Open a new tab and access virtual machines page in Azure portal. For this demo, I have created two VMs, Web VM01 and DB VM01 to represent the virtual machines deployed in each subnet. Click Web VM01 to open the properties page. Expand networking and then click network settings. There is an NSG attached. However, this NSG is applied at the subnet level, which is a web subnet. Verify that no custom inbound or outbound port rules have been added. If we navigate to the database VM and open its network interface card, we can see that DB NSG is attached to DB subnet. I haven't added any custom rules yet. These are the default rules created automatically. Click Create Port Rule and then select Inbound Port Rule. Let's add a rule to allow web servers to connect to the MS SQL database server using port 1433. If we select source any, it means anyone from the internet can connect to the database server. We don't want to allow that. Instead, we should specify the IP address of the source server. If you have only a few servers in the subnet, you can specify the CIDR range of the subnet as the source. However, in real-world scenarios, there may be multiple servers and we should allow access only from specific servers that require connectivity. Instead of specifying an IP address or CIDR range, let's use an application security group. Since we don't have one yet, let's create an application security group first. Let's go back to the Network Foundation tab. Click on Application Security Groups. Click on Create. Select the subscription and resource group in which you want to create the application security group. Enter a name for this application security group. Keep the West US region selected or match the region used by the other resources. When you are ready, click Review plus Create. Azure will validate your settings before deployment. After you see the validation passed message, select Create. The resource is being deployed. It will take just a few seconds to complete. Wait until the deployment is complete. The deployment is complete. Let's go to the resource. Here you can see the newly deployed application security group. Go back to the home page and under Azure Services, select Virtual Networks. Repeat the same steps to create another application security group for database servers. Go to Application Security Groups and then click on Create. Select the subscription and resource group in which you want to create the application security group. Enter a name for this application security group. When you are ready, click Review plus Create. After you see the validation passed message, select Create. The resource is being deployed. It will take just a few seconds to complete. Wait until the deployment is complete. The deployment is complete. Let's go to the resource. We have created two application security groups and now it's time to associate them with the respective VMs. Switch to the other tab where the virtual machine page is already opened. Associate DBVM01 to DB Application Security Group. Under Networking, select Application Security Groups. Select Add Application Security Groups. In the Add Application Security Groups, select DB ASG01 and then click Add. Wait until the confirmation notification appears. Verify that the application security group is successfully associated with the network interface. Let's repeat the same steps for WebVM01. Click on WebVM01. Select Add Application Security Groups. In the Add Application Security Groups, select WebASG01 and then click Add. Wait until the confirmation notification appears. Both VMs are now associated with the respective application security groups. Now let's create and Azure security rules using these application security groups. Click on Network Settings. Click on Create Port Rule and then select Inbound Port Rule. Let's add a rule that allows internet users to connect to the web server over TCP ports 443 and 80. Leave the source and source port ranges as default. From the destination drop-down menu, select Application Security Group. From the drop-down list, select WebASG01, the application security group associated with the web servers. Make sure that custom is selected as a service option. In the destination port ranges field, enter 80, 443 to allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic. Set the protocol to TCP. Since the action is already set to allow, no changes are required. Scroll down, set the rule priority, provide a name for the rule and enter an optional description. Once you are ready, click Add and wait until the confirmation notification appears. This rule allows users from the internet to connect to our web servers using TCP ports 443 and 80. Click on DBVM01. Let's add a rule to allow web servers to connect to the MS SQL database servers using port 1433. Click Create Port Rule and then select Inbound Port Rule. From the source drop-down menu, select Application Security Group. From the drop-down list, select WebASG01, the application security group associated with the web servers. Leave source port ranges as default. From the destination drop-down menu, select Application Security Group. From the drop-down list, select DBASG01, the application security group associated with the database server. From the service drop-down menu, select MS SQL. This automatically sets the destination port to 1433 and the protocol to TCP. Ensure that action is set to allow. Set the rule priority, provide a name for the rule and enter an optional description. Once you are ready, click Add and wait until the confirmation notification appears. This rule allows VMs associated with the Web Application Security Group to access database servers associated with the DB Application Security Group. The best part of using ASGs is that when we create a new server, we can simply associate it with the appropriate application security group. Even if we modify the IP address of an existing server, there is no need to modify the existing NSG rules. In real-world scenarios, many organizations use ASGs because they simplify management, improve ease of use, and provide better security control. This is how we can deploy and manage application security groups in Azure. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.